JD, 3-1 victory over Pontefract Collieries this afternoon, through to the second qualifying round of the FA Trophy. What are your thoughts on that?
Very, very rewarding at the end. They beat us, I think, 3 times last year, and they like to make it known when they beat us. So that was good to get one back at them for that reason alone. And then to win when we're down to 10 men was superb. It was an immense performance from the rest of the lads on a very, very hot day.
Yeah, let's just get the negative thing out of the way. Michael Fowler sent off there. Have you said anything to Michael about that incident?
He was in a lot of his own sort of negativity at half time, so we didn't really speak to him. He just sat there. He said he hasn't done a lot, but I think the lads made more of it than it was. But you don't have to do a lot for somebody to make it look worse than what it is, and he needs to make sure he keeps his hands to himself and his feet to himself, because referees will sometimes get things wrong by these things quite easily. So it's hard to defend that. He just needs to learn to move on quickly. What was good is that the way that we all dug deeper to make sure that that wasn't the reason why we lost the game, and despite that we were fine. And then we've had some real good chances except for the penalty, and then we've almost let them back in a little bit at the end when we've scored the second, but then they've tried to call and equalise and left everything open, and Mikey's done so well to keep his cool and run a full half of the pitch into an open goal. When you cut in on a surface like that, you can get it wrong and fall over the ball or anything like that, and he's done really, really well, so we're so proud of that.
Yeah, it was a real battling team performance, down to the 10 men against a side that we've really struggled with in the past, so that must be really pleasing.
Yeah, they're a really physical team, and they played a lot more football. They seem like they try to play a lot more football rather than just launching things and trying to be more physical, and you can see that. But I think we're just better than we've been before, and I think we handled that really well. I mean, some performances there. Adam Nicholson in the last 2 minutes has just won 3 immense headers. You've got Cameron Painter, he's tackled everything. He covered every blade of grass in the midfield. Glenn Butterworth, all the skins come off his toes and his feet completely, and he's still managing to run. You've got Elliot Beddoes nearly passing out there in the heat through his asthma and stuff, and he's keeping going. And what the lads have done there between them to go and win that game is something special, really.
Yeah, and just talking about the heat, that was absolutely intense out there. To put a performance like that in that searing heat is really impressive.
Yeah, and obviously it's tough for both teams, but it's who handles it better, and we handle it better, and that's not easy to do, especially when you've got 10 men. But then to go and score 3 goals against a team with 11 men, and I think they could have probably had a couple of red cards themselves, to be fair. I think the referee was quite lenient with a couple of them, but that doesn't really matter now. We're through the next round.
Yeah, so obviously with the sending off, we had Michael Sweet up top later in the game, given an option when he got the goal. So let's give you a bit of a different chance to see someone other than Michael Fowler up there as well this afternoon.
Yeah, exactly. Fowler's been excellent, and everything he's done really has been good. But obviously he's going to miss a couple of games now, which will then allow us to change things. What was good was that Sweet's got his goal, which will give him a lot of confidence because his work rate's superb. Matty Roberts has got himself a goal. Elliot's played really, really well today. Kept with a cool penalty, which certainly helped him with his game today, because he was having a bit of a tough time out there. But we're back at Pontefract next week, and they're going to want to try and put that right. But I think we'll just change things a little bit, and we'll be ready for that next challenge.
Yeah, Pontefract next week, so we've both had a chance to look at each other. Rare opportunity. This happens in football. It's 2 games against the same opponent.
Yeah,
so I'm feeling about that one.
If it had been a replay, I think we'd have played them midweek as well, wouldn't we?
I think it would have just went to penalties today.
Oh, was that what it was?
Yeah.
So yeah, but we'll see. I mean, don't know what they're going to be like their place. Hopefully it's going to rain a bit this week, and then the grass will be all right, and then we might change the formation how we play when we go away. We'll have a little look at things this week and see how we are.
And just finally, into the FA Trophy. Next round, 2 weeks' time, we're playing Bootle, which is a bit of a throwback. FA of our second round, I think 2018, yeah? So how are we feeling about that one?
Yeah, it's interesting to get drawn against them. That was a really tough game in the Vars when we beat them. They were really good at the time, and to get through that obviously was part of that massive Wembley run. So, and they're back here again, so I'm sure they won't want to come and play us. But having a home draw is the most important. It just gives us keeps that momentum going, doesn't it?